friends. I just wanted to do this little video today just to basically give everybody a little bit of hope. I think it's quite challenging times that we're in at the moment, and I just wanted to give this little video message of hope, and also just to remind us, or remind you, of the power that you have within you, and the power that we all have within us. And you know, it's just occurred to me that that is part of the problem, is that we've actually sorry that I'm wobbling this all over the place, but yeah, I see part of the problem is that we really have forgotten who we are. And by that I mean not who we think we are, who we identify with who we are, if that makes sense, but I mean who we truly are is an aspect of this divine cosmic intelligence that runs through everything in this world. It's created everything in this world. It's all powerful. It's energy. It really is running through every living thing on the planet, from the ocean behind me there to the wind that's blowing on my face now, to the plants and the trees and all these amazing plants that have all this healing energy within them, to these animals as well that also can help heal us, and that are just sentient beings as well. And really that's what I just wanted to remind everybody of, is that we have that essence is within us all. And so I think that a lot of us have kind of given our power away, in a way. We've forgotten that we've had it to begin with. And we've also handed it over to like the government. We've handed it over to maybe some external source or power, believing that, forgetting for a start that we have it within ourselves, but not really believing that we have that power within ourselves to heal ourselves. Everything that we could ever possibly need is within us. And with everything going on in the world at the moment, they want us to feel afraid. They want to take away that essence, that beautiful essence and that power that we have within ourselves. And they want us to feel powerless, because then they can control us. And that's totally what's going on at the moment. It's kind of what's been going on for centuries. Create a problem, create fear, create panic, then that initiates a response within the population, and then they can give us the solution. And that's always what's happened with all these wars, viruses and pandemics. Interestingly enough, they happen every 100 years. But I just wanted to remind everybody that we have to be our own saviors in these times. We have to be our own gurus. We have to remember, for a start, that we all have this power within ourselves to heal ourselves. Our body is an amazing machine. Well, what do you call it? A machine? What's the word that I'm looking for? It's an amazing mechanism. It's just an amazingly beautiful it's an amazingly beautifully designed okay, let's just call it like I can't think of the word. So anyways, our bodies are built to heal. Our bodies are literally built to heal themselves. And once we start working with our own immunity and our own internal healing wisdom that we all have within us, our body will, it'll meet us halfway. It'll kick in, and it'll do what it needs to do to heal itself. And that's the power that we all have within. You hear these miracle stories sometimes of people being able to heal from cancers and tumours and all kinds of really, really debilitating diseases and stuff like that. That's actually the power that we all have within. That's not a miracle. That's not just something that's only the chosen few can do. But we really have to believe it first, because it's kind of like a mind-body thing. Our minds have the power to heal our bodies. So maybe I'm just rambling on now with this video, but I just wanted to give out this little message of hope. Basically, because at the moment I think a lot of people are feeling hopeless with this whole pandemic and this whole COVID thing. And a lot of people just are feeling like, wow, you know, it's almost like they want us to feel hopeless. It's almost like they want to be the ones that have this solution ready for us. So, maybe we can go and all get vaccinated, or maybe the solution is, you know, tightening down on our freedoms and, you know, bringing in these very oppressive, tyrannical laws. And, you know, there's no need for them, because for a start, this isn't even a deadly virus that they're making it out to be. You know, and I've spoken about that in my previous videos. Oops, sorry now, probably wobbling all over the place there. But basically, there's no visible evidence of that. And if you really want true proof of cases and numbers and all of that, well, it's on the CDC website loud and clear that this virus actually has a 99.96% recovery rate, and the actual deaths from the virus are 0.0004%. So, I mean, it's not a deadly virus. There's basically something else going on behind the scenes that they want to bring in, and that is, you know, this whole New World Order thing, Agenda 2030, which is basically where they have complete control over every aspect of our lives. You know, we have to have this social credit system that's already in place in China. You know, we have to have this health passport thing, which, you know, is all basically, it's basically all to do with control and tyranny and oppression, and it doesn't have to be that way. Why would we give our power over like that to our government? They're the ones who are meant to be serving us. And so I really, really basically wanted to do this little video just to remind you all that the power is within you. It's within us. And really at the moment we've got to stand up to our government, stand up to our media. They're the real issues. That's the real virus going on at the minute, is with the media and with our governments. And I think we really need to stand up to them and to say, we're not actually having that. You know, you've got to start telling us the truth. We know that there's cures out there for any kind of virus, and we know that with simple things like vitamin C and high dose of vitamin C, zinc and vitamin D, and things like hydroxychloroquine, that's basically just made from grapefruit extracts or peels, that we can look after our health. We can basically work with any virus that comes our way. And, you know, let's just face it, this virus didn't just come out of nowhere. Anyway, that's a whole other rant, and that'd just be, you know, me ranting on about maybe conspiracy theories, which I don't want to be accused of doing. But basically my message is to say our health is in our own hands, our sovereignty is in our own hands, our future is in our own hands. And the beautiful thing about it is that, yes, the world is going to be different in the future, but there's still huge hope and huge opportunities in the future. There's so many businesses, there's so many ideas that can be launched, and it's really up to us to tap into that source within us, of which we're a part, And that divine essence, whatever you want to call it, that God like essence is actually within us. So all the answers are within. And once we start to learn to tap into that by meditating and communicating with ourselves, start to have an empowering dialogue with ourselves, then we start to kind of experience this magic in our life and these synchronicities in our lives that can give us the answer really to any problem, and it can help us to heal aspects of our lives that we thought maybe were impossible to heal. It can help us to tap into this higher source that's actually within ourselves, to come up with solutions that maybe would have been impossible. All we have to do is start to have this empowering dialogue with ourselves, and to realize that we're part of this magic in this universe. We're actually part of this magic in the universe. This magic is within ourselves. We're not separate from it, like they want us to believe. We're not powerless. We're not going to give our power and our sovereignty over to our governments or to anybody else. We need to stand up and to say, no, this thing isn't as deadly. It's totally being inflated by the media. We're actually paying their wages, and we are paying our government's wages. So they're actually here to represent us. So we've got to stand up now, to be brave, to man up. All you men out there, stop being such snowflakes. Stop being such wimps. Take your masks off, start speaking up, and to go, no, something's not adding up here. All of this is being totally blown out of all proportions, and actually there's solutions to all of this. So that's the really, really good news that I wanted to share with everybody today. And I just wanted to say that we have the power within ourselves. Oh wow, sorry about that. I just spotted the moon over there. Wait till I see if I can get it in the shot. Oh yeah, there it is. See the moon? Just might be able to see it there. There you go. It's going to be a full moon in Taurus on Halloween. Woo! So it's a blue moon, once in a blue moon, right? And the astrology at the moment is nuts. But yeah, I just kind of went totally off track there. But just back to the message, which is we have the power within ourselves. We have the power to heal ourselves. We have the power to heal our lives. We have the power to create amazing businesses and amazing prosperity in our lives. We're part of this amazing cosmic divine intelligence that some people call God. That's actually within ourselves. So I just wanted to do this little video today. My face is actually starting to go numb now. It's fairly cold here on this October day. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you to just not hand your power over to anybody else. Remember that you have that within you, and all you need to do is start creating some sort of dialogue with it. Start creating some sort of dialogue, either in your journaling. Start asking yourself some empowering questions. Stop looking at yourself as a victim to these circumstances, as a victim to this whole COVID-19 thing, as a victim to life. Start actually saying, you know what, I'm going to take back my own power, and I'm not going to give my power over to some other entity or external force or anything like that, or government being. No, they're just here to represent us, but they're not our saviors. We've got to be our own saviors. And let's just remember that we all have this sacred power within ourselves. And once we start dialoguing with it, once we start recognizing it, once we start really tapping into it, and there's so many different ways of doing that, then I promise you life starts to become very magical, and we start to experience more synchronicities. We start to experience magic in our life, and epiphanies start coming to us. So just remember, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. I know these times are crazy, and I know that they're trying to make us feel totally disempowered, but I know that just around the corner there's really, really beautiful things upon the horizon. And just remember that we can look after immunity by just doing some very simple things, boosting up with those things that I talked about just before. And yeah, just remember that we have an amazing an endless source of power within us always, and it's our birthright to be happy. It's our birthright to be living some sort of purpose in our life, and it's our birthright to be free. And yeah, that's just what I wanted to share with you all today. My name is Alice, for those of you who don't know me, and peace. See you on the next video.